EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Devin Duvernay.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st down, Cleveland.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Herbert on 1st down now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Richard. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the ground, Richard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught at the 25. Herbert. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
55 yards.
That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, here's Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Jaguars 0. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it. This is Michel.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Richard. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Just beat the play clock. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They'll run on first down. Richard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 more there and another first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Play action. It's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now
on 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Anger in punt formation.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, it's Young. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. third down. Young from the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Young from the shotgun. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Young working out of the gun. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends his drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Young. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. From the gun, Young. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Richard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert on the move to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
On 1st down, Richard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Clement. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Richard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Herbert. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Matt Flanagan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Justin Tucker.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Young. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
It's Young on 1st down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They're going right back to Hamler. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To the air once more, Young. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cole Kmet, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jalen Richard. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Young, right side. It's Hamler pulling it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. K.J. Hamler, 79 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
For the extra point.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Greg Stroman on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert finds his tight end Ingram. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert now. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the lead.
Justin Tucker lining up.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Goal at the 1.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Jaguars 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. That's taken in by Duvernay. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Devin Duvernay. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 motion. 60 motion. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Shoot!
Here's Herbert. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20. It's a big play there for the Browns. 51 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Herbert on first down now. It's a screen to Richard. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Herbert throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert back to the air. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Jaguars.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. KJ Hamler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Browns 42, Jaguars 28. Justin Tucker set.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Richard, the running back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, And even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 1st and 10, Young to Michelle on the screen. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. It's Young off play action. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
33 yards that time.
The 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Young. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 yards there, just like last play. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Sony Michelle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll run on first down. Richard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw, Young. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On first down, it's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
On third down, Richard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Cleveland.
They run the counter. Richard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
Third down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Check curls. Check curls. Check curls.
Today's final score, Browns.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.